Hola people of the internet, this is FlameMDQ and let's do some extra footage on Preecha. Increase the whole knowledge check on the last video. You can check it here, you probably can find it if you choose good Preecha guide, but it's not a guide. So I want to pin out some things before starting. Number one, I got a new PC. Let's go! Now for real, I upgraded my entire PC. As you can see, the game is now on maximum. I'm quite happy with this. It was not just because Fatal Fury City of the Wolf, but it was like the whole thing, of course, and to do better videos. So if you like this content, please let me know. And I don't want to do a full guide yet with Preecha. If you think, hey, you should do it, please let me know in the comments below, because if not, I probably not gonna do it. But if you like, I don't mind to do a full guide on how to Preecha. But of course, that's gonna be a whole hour video. Next things, I want to do a shout out to Swissbox FGC and to Persona Entertainment. Persona Entertainment just do some really cool combo videos. I'm gonna show one of his combos, which is for me the optimal combo of Preecha, and there's another combo which actually does more damage, but the whole resourcement thing and the situation, it's insane difficult. So yeah, we're gonna go with the more normal situation things. With that being said, let us begin with this next knowledge check on Preecha. Color edits ready? Let's go. So for the first thing I want to show is the most usual problem with Preecha playing, which is the dodge attacks. Dodge attacks on Preecha are actually quite good. I mean, the low one is... it's okay. It's good. It's not T-Sock, but it's good, okay? And the overhead one, it's amazing and people need to use it often. But got an issue. So if you try to stop people crossing you up or jumping, you probably are doing this or you're doing this, which is the two, of course, common sense. The issue is if you do it wrong, you get counter and that actually combo. So how we avoid this situation? Because this happens way too often for me. See? Get punish counter because you do it too late. Get counter because you do it too on the top. Or the enemy is too high and you cannot do it. And worse, you get a counter. So in every scenario you lose. And you are like, okay, you can do a DP. Yeah, that's a good idea. But if it's too late, you are gonna get hit. Like this. And your opponent just have to run a bit and do this thing or something to catch you. So the thing I have to learn is how to do a crosscut DP. This is universal, it's not just Preecha things, but hey, we're here and I talk about Preecha. The input for a crosscut DP is a whole half circle back. 6, 2, 4. So it looks like this. As you can see. And now I'm gonna take a moment just to explain why this works. Well, it's actually quite funny. This is forward. Down. Down forward. No, Flame, that's down back. No. It's forward. My opponent is forward. Then I'm gonna do back. And when my opponent is just on my back, this is gonna be forward again. So if I do it really clean, it's gonna look like this. As you can see, I did forward. I even got 3 frames on neutral and then do the half down and down back motion or down forward. And the good thing about this is I can just go banana from here. 242. That's 25% and 24%. Amazing. Next thing, something you probably don't see. Why my HP is on this point? 17% HP is this. Like, okay, you are playing on SPG mid? Yes, I'm playing on SPG mid. Why? One, if you want to play Accel, like started match SPG, it's an excellent idea because this attack can go through projectiles. You can just force brute everything on your way. Just go forward, attack non-stop. Like, that's an excellent way to start the match with Preecha. The issue is actually this part. I'm gonna show you with this combo. I'm not even gonna do the most optimal thing. I'm gonna do it the most gorilla way possible. This is pretty much the BNB of Preecha. This is 290 and I don't mean the optimal. But 290, and remember, 33 is the magic number, so it's gonna turn SPG on if it was on middle. If not, it's gonna turn FPG off because you are on Accel. But check this out. $338. So if I got SPG early, that kind of combo can totally take out my SPG entirely, and I lose the SPG. So that's why I'm playing Preecha. One of the two reasons I'm playing Preecha right now on middle, and the other reason is combo nature. The reason to don't play SPG Preecha on final, it's because it's very much useless. Preecha combos usually go 1, 2, maximum 2 rep accels. You're gonna do this all freaking day. Everyone knows that. But for example, I do pa pa pa. But here, even if I want, I can't. Like the other way, the only way to get 3 rep accels in a row is gonna be like this. And that's even sometimes I think I fail. 50% rep. And if you know, when we are on other plays of FPG, I'll not issue only extra damage. This now takes 19, 31, and if I do 3 in a row, 39. So instead of 50, I got 39 use of rep meter. I save 11. This is useful for specific combo situations, but as you can notice, Preecha, is not a chatter who's gonna do 3 rep accels in a row. She does 2 most of the times. I know literally like 3 situations and like where, oh, this is actually working, this is a good idea, like, yeah, you can do it, but it's actually worth it? No. And I can prove it right now. So first we're gonna go into resist damage. This is a new feature on training if you don't know. Amazing. And we're gonna do the combo again with a heavy punch starter, just to be basic as hell. This is Preecha BNB, remember? 302. Okay, but I own SPG, so it's this does more damage. But we need to choose the difference, so check this out. $305. I should get 3 more damage for using 1 extra rep accel. I'm a psycho to get more damage. I like this is more damage, but 3 points of damage for doing 1 extra rep accel. It's not worth it, guys. It's just not worth it. You're not gonna go into a session clip for this thing, so don't worry too much. Just do the normal BNB and be happy with that one. Something I want to show up is also another technique that works with chatters with Rev Blows that takes forever. Like slow Rev Blows even if they move along. So let me show you something. I get punished. Let's do it again. I get punished. Quite simple. You press a button instead of doing the dodge or just block like a normal bean. But there's a way to get out free of shell on this scenario. There, I'm safe. On certain scenarios, if you're doing quite early, you can cancel the most fastest attack you have into a feint. So you get 2 extra frames of recovery. As you can see, it's not easy. You're gonna get punished. But on some places, yeah, like that, you can free escape from some specific Rev Blows. So this is a specific way to deal with situation like you want to attack. Preecha is a chatter who have to be on your neck all the time, and you are like, oh, the guy got SPG, and I need to do something to avoid this trash. So it's not like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this thing all day, and that's a good idea. Yeah, no, it's not, because one simple reason. So we're gonna do this, the dodge attack. The dodge attack is -6. Only if you are on maximum range, you maybe be safe. And look at that, my punch is still 5. And what you know what I can do with a punch? This. Maximum distance. Okay. Yeah. And you know what happened after that. This thing is amazing, but at the same time it's barely negative. And on higher ranks, people is gonna notice that and just gonna mash a leg attack into something to combo your ass. What's the good thing about the dodge attack? Well, outside the obvious situation, which is doing this specific combo, or this one if you just mash, there's also a good situation with this combo, and this specific dodge attack, it's amazing. I want to show you why. First, the most obvious thing. You cannot counter. Like, you can do this, but you cannot do this. See, it's not working. It's not a combo. It's not even combo if I do this. So, how can I do combo? With counter. 2 hits. 2 hits. 2 hits. Like, it combo depending on distance and just mashing timing, etc. But the best interesting thing about this is the distance. Check this out. Look at it here. Look how far I am. You want to see how far? I'm gonna do a jump back. Welcome to the corner. I can do a free combo from here if just a distance of a jump. I can do even a bigger more than a jump. Just slightly. But it's gigantic. And this thing gets a counter hit. I do a free combo. So yeah, overhead counter on Preecha, it's amazing. And you know what's the best part? You are free to be a jerk. This is -2. So you do this? Oh, I just block. I'm safe. You cannot do anything about it. You want this is 4, this is 5, this is 4. No, you are totally free to keep mashing this thing because it's just -2. Like this thing. When you do this situation over again, because you're a madman. Next scenario is gonna be combo starters. Combo starters is whatever you can do to do this. Or a knee, or the punches. You need like anything that combo into Preecha combination or cuisine, which is the anti-air DP, anti-air break. So what are your starters? The first starter is gonna be this one. Leg punch into leg kick. It's quite good. It's fast, so I highly recommend using this one against especially jumping enemies. Or in some scenarios like you don't have a chance to do it faster. So leg punch into leg kick is one of them. The second is heavy kick. The only thing that is good of heavy kick is just the range. Over that, yeah, no reason to use heavy kick on jumping. Leg kick at least cross up. And your cash money, of course, is heavy punch, which is 80 damage. So jumping heavy punch. And remember, you can do hops. So it's quite easy to keep doing this thing and just jump over the head of your opponent. Especially on the corner. On ground. On ground, your options are, the better for me at least, far leg punch, close heavy punch into feint down heavy punch, like this, and heavy kick, feint, heavy punch. These are the 3 better options. You can also start with leg kick, heavy punch, but I don't recommend it because of the escalation. So, you can do it, yes, it's worth it. Now, which one is the most optimal of them all? Because we have to do the whole combo. Heavy punch, heavy kick into heavy punch. But there's one scenario in which change this. And that's when we are jumping. We need to add this thing. But doing this, it's literally impossible. It's not working. I cannot do feint for my life. So how we are supposed to do this? Well, this is the scenario. If your opponent doesn't counter, if you get a normal hit, you're gonna do close heavy punch into feint down heavy punch. 3 hits, 190. That's the most optimal thing you can do outside a counter on jumping. Check the damage. $382. Amazing. We totally remove a whole block of SPG if they got SPG on Accel. So it's the best thing possible. But if we get a counter, we got another scenario which is quite unique. Hey punch, heavy kick into hey punch. Hey, misses again. Why? This is kinda funny. You have to wait actually. You have to do a delay. There we go. As you can see, this part is still really fast. But this part, you need to actually land after doing the hey punch on air. Land and get close. It's quite tricky. But when you got the timing, it's 217. And if you don't remember which was the number, we're gonna do the combo. $382 against 409. Yeah, that's a good chunk of difference. It's over 20 damage of difference. So, totally worth it. Totally cash money spent. This is your best BNB possible. But remember the scenario. This is a counter, you do this. This is not a counter, you go for the punches. If you are not often, like, get comfy with that, just do it that one. But remember, if you're on ground, heavy kick is the way. It's 2 frames slower than the punch. But for optimal damage, yeah, just go for it. So I find something funny about the counter hits on Preecha, and it's not the fact they just make you fly away like this, or this one. Like, I get it, you can do this, into this, and it's funny. Or you can do this, into this, and also funny. But I find another one which is more funny. The first one is gonna be the cuisine. I probably teach you on the other video, but I want to show you more clearly. A lot of people on shoes like knockdown do this thing because it's a cross up, it's amazing, it's lovely. But you can auto combo for this like this. So it's quite easy. The moment you notice counter hit, just mash a leg punch. That's it. Mash leg punch into the knee, and that's your cue. The second counter hit I want to talk about is the counter hit of the projectile. The thing of this projectile, is like a bomb. It's like a landmine. You drop this thing, and that point on the map is yours. Like, they cannot step on this thing. In that kind of scenario, you can combo itself to catch people jumping. Like doing a heavy version into a leg version, because they just fall over the attack and you can do something after that. Like this! So it's quite interesting to notice, hey, I do a counter with projectile, I can do something behind, even a leg projectile again, see? This is quite useful to catch opponent on this distance on the corner. Chatters which you don't want to get close, like T-Sock, maybe Box, Kevin, etc. Other funny thing about the projectile is you can keep the opponents quite long in a block stun. See? That whole thing was a block stun. And this is excellent for a single reason, and it's not because you can do lows. Means you can do anything. What we can do with this combo is, if we are on SPG specifically, we can do something really, really nasty. Oh yes, we can guard crush in a single string to an opponent who's actually doing the piece. And they cannot do anything about it. And I can full combo this thing. Look at the distance I did. I did it from mid-screen, and I pushed my opponent really far away into a guard crush, full overhead on myself, and Rev finish this guy. So it's an amazing combo to have in mind. And check the damage! I did 555. That's half HP. Let's see how far I can carry my opponent with this thing. Okay, mid screen into T34, it's gonna be around 500 HP. Still, 500 HP, guard break, mid screen, I can do it everywhere. 552 because I did one single feint. I did even more damage with one feint. So the possibilities are there. You can see it like, oh, this is the trick. This is my moment when I got a single punch on SPG on an enemy on overhit. So yeah, that's your new sauce. Next thing I want to show you is something that happens to me in a tournament, and I want you like you really want this stage. This stage is for Preecha, but also works for a lot of people. As you know, a simple situation with Preecha. People do a projectile, we do a level 2. That's how it works. It's a wild punish, can go through projectiles or if you are quite close, and as you can see, my opponent is actually blocking. So yeah, it's full blocking and she's doing the command because I said it. But what if I told you you don't need level 2 to do this? Oh, that's an interesting idea. How it is? Check this out. Even if I do a reversal, the level 1 version doesn't hit. On shoes defense reversal the most optimal way, but there's one way. And of course, I'm talking about zero frame. But how you do this thing? I'm showing this on my half decent guide, but you should totally check this out. It's quite difficult, it's a high read, so keep that on mind. Punish! Amazing, right? So the input for this savage read, it's half input of the super, I mean down forward, shows defense that attack, half forward, leg kick. This happens to me in a tournament in a Preecha mirror match. So if someone do this to me in a tournament, yeah, I was so impressed. And as you can imagine, you can see this scenario. You deal with a Terry, a Hokutomaru, a Kain, Rock, Marco. You can name the projectile and just read it properly. Zero frame, punch. And just for the difference, I want to show you. This is 187 damage. If we just turn off the guard and just do it clean, this is 220. So yes, we lose 33 damage. Of course, this is the escalation of the zero frame, but a punch to the face is still just like a Pegasus Ray Seiken into the face. It's fast. They cannot stop it, and it's a threat. So totally worth it in your arsenal. Next thing is gonna be the whole corner carry optimal damage. Preecha, it's amazing to corner carry opponents. Just fighting here. So we're gonna go a normal scenario for every player, which is just we're gonna do a heavy punch into the whole thing. From here, we can do a hiding gear. The answer is how much damage we can get before the hiding gear. That's the way to know how much we can go. So we're gonna start always with heavy punch just because we don't need like the whole thing to get the most optimal damage. Because yes, this can go for optimal damage, and it's a good way to practice. But we're now looking for the damage, not which one is the starter, because we know which one is the starter. Can we go further? Of course. $316. Amazing, good damage. Can we go higher? Yes. $332. Okay, that's amazing. Can we go higher? Yes. There's a single way to go higher, and this is the combo. $351. This is gonna be the highest possible combo on Preecha, on mid SPG, and probably total, because there's no way you can do more combinations than that. Like, I find only one more way, and trust me, it's not me, it was Persona, you can see on his video, and it's quite impossible, the situation. Like, you wanna know how impossible is the situation? Is someone doing literally this. And you're like, oh, but Flame, that's a wake up DP on the corner, but that's not that unusual. Sorry, my bad. It's actually this. Yeah, it's a counter hit to someone jumping on the corner with the knee. So yeah, it's quite impossible, you can see on his video. I'm gonna show you the thing you need to practice. The need to practice is just one single step outside the whole, like the whole idea. Is this part. We do break. 1, 2, 3, 4, sphere, and this kick. That kick kicks and it goes the parabolic kick. And then you got the chance to do the hiding gear. But the issue with this combo is actually that kick. It missed. Why it missed? So I'm gonna show you from this distance and you're gonna notice. I can just hold the back and do kick after the spinning. See? The thing is, you can delay this, and this is where Switchbox helped me. It's quite complicated. You need to do it late. See how I can delay the time the kicks come out? Even if I do it like this, without SPG, without the rep, it's like, you notice, it's late the kick. That's the only part you're gonna have an issue with this combo, outside learning the whole routine, but that's the hardest part of the combo. So now I'm gonna show you, hey, this is how it looks if you actually land this full combo on the most optimal situation possible.
QED.
709. We literally took away 2 possible SPG on the start or the middle of the match. Accel and Flux totally wiped out in a single combo. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this new knowledge check, and if you like to drop a like, and also to let me know if you want a full guy. I can just sit and do a full guy instead of just like rambling around like that. But hope this video make work for you. So if you can play as Preecha or stop Preecha pleasures. Hasta luego.